Hey guys, my name's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super exciting for me because it's one of my favorite times of year. It is time for the Sephora VIB sale again. And this one is a little extra special because it's actually a bonus sale, I believe. They're kind of promoting it as the Sephora summer sale. These sales typically only come around twice a year, in the springtime and then also in the fall. And usually what they do is 20% off for the Rouge members, 15% off for the VIB members, and then 10% off for the Beauty Insiders. But for this time, it's just for the Rouge and then the VIB members, I believe, and they're both getting 20% off. The difference between the two is that the Rouge members will be able to shop one day early. So the Rouge members are going to be able to start shopping on the 19th. The VIB members are going to be able to start shopping on the 20th. And this sale is going to go through the 27th of August. So not only is this sale a really great time to stock up on a lot of your favorite products, ones that you go through all the time, so maybe that's your concealer or eyebrow pencil, something like that, but it's also a really great time to pick up hot new products that you've been having your eye on. I have a pile of products next to me here, which are my recommendations, the things that I really feel like you should pick up during the Sephora sale. The majority of the products I'm going to be talking to you about today are not brand new products to the market. These are things that have been around for years, but that I have tried and trusted, and I really believe in these products. And then at the end of the video, I'm also going to share with you my wish list, what I would love to pick up during the sale. Probably won't be able to get all of them, but just so you guys can see what's out there and maybe get some ideas for your shopping list. So before we get into the recommendations, don't forget to leave me a comment down below. What are your favorite products? What should I check out during the sale this year? And also, what are you thinking about picking up? So if you're excited about the sale and you love saving money on makeup, give this video a like down below, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. So let's just go ahead and get into the recommendations. So the first product I have to talk to you about is a palette, and this is one of my old tried and trues. I've talked about this a few times on my channel before. This is the Smashbox Shape Matters palette. And what I love about this palette is that it's kind of an all-in-one. So you've got 9 eyeshadows here with a combination of mattes and shimmers. You also have 4 face colors. So we've got a contour shade, a bronzing shade. We also have a kind of like a cream banana setting powder. And then we also have this highlight, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then on the edge here, we actually have 2 different eyebrow powders along with a wax. And then the brush that it comes with, I really do like this actually, and I use it with other palettes like pretty much every day. So it's kind of like a shader brush on one side and then the pointed angle brush on the other side to do your brows with. I think this is a great palette to travel with because, I don't want to blind you here, but it's got a huge, great mirror here. So I really love to take this when I go out of town. But the main thing I just like about it is that it has a great variety of shades. It's good quality, it blends out well, and it always looks great. It's one of the combination of palettes I'm wearing on my eyes today, but I really love it. The highlight is actually one of my favorites, and as you can see, I've definitely shown this palette some love. It is an older palette, and I know it doesn't seem like it has all the bells and whistles right now with all the new stuff hitting the market, but this is a tried and true, it's a classic palette, and I think it would be a great addition to anyone's collection. The next products I have to talk about are liquid lipsticks. So these are from the brand Tarte. These are the Tarteist lip paints, and I have them in 3 different shades here. They're 3 different shades. I know they look the same. They're not the same. They're similar. Doesn't everyone love a pinky nude? But so the shades that I have here are Festival, Exposed, and then I also have it in the shade Namaste. And I'm wearing a combination of Exposed and Namaste on my lips right now. What I really love about these lip paints is that they're matte, but they're not drying. They're comfortable to wear. They don't like crumble off. They're not going to make your lips look all dry and crinkly and cracked. So these are great if you love the look of a matte lip, but you don't want your lips to be looking parched and dry all day long. The other thing that I really like about these lip paints is the applicator. It kind of has a little bit of a pointed, see if I can show you, doe foot, so it makes it really easy to, get the lining of your lips, so you don't really need a lip liner with this, and it won't bleed out into like the corners of your mouth, anything like that. The next product that I have to talk about is my all-time favorite foundation. This is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I have mine here in the shade Patagonia. This is actually my self-tan shade, so I do still need to pick it up in my typical shade. I know I've talked about this in several videos, but it really is the best foundation that I have found. high-end, or drugstore. It's full coverage, it's super easy to blend out. I love that the formula is super thin, so it never looks cakey. I do feel like it has good lasting power throughout the day, and it does have a nice kind of like satin natural finish to it. So if you're looking for a good high-end foundation, this would definitely be my top recommendation. My next product is actually from Nars. Again, this is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have mine in the shade Vanilla or Light 2. This is what it looks like here. This is a cream potted concealer, and I like this for a few different reasons. One, just like a normal concealer, so under your eyes, but it also really works great on blemishes. I feel like it does a really good job of concealing, and it doesn't really slip or slide around throughout the day. And then the final reason that I really like it for is for carving out your brows. So I think this is really great. It's a multi-purpose product, so I think it would be a great thing for you to pick up during the sale. This next product is one of my absolute favorites as well. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer, and I have mine in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. So this is what it looks like here. You can see it's like a darker and then a lighter shade swirled together. It does have some shimmer to it, but it's nothing that's going to be glittery. It just gives a beautiful like bronze glow to the skin. That's truly what it does. I feel like this always blends out on my skin so nicely. It's a bronzer that never looks muddy and it never looks orange. It's an overall beautiful product, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. All of these products I just love so much. These are really my absolute favorites. So the next one I have to talk about is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. This one I really, really love, especially for this time of year, because it is a great mattifying setting powder. I even love the packaging, that it has this lid here above this sifter. So if you travel with it, you know, it's not going to get all over everything. I also love that it has this great peach scent to it. I've said it before, I don't know why. I just love scented makeup, and this one smells just like those Peachio candies, so I really love that. So not only is it mattifying, it's super finely milled. It really blurs out the skin. I also kind of love to use it as a finishing powder, just buff everything all together so it's nice and smooth. At the same time, if you do have dry skin, I wouldn't worry too much because I don't feel like it's drying. It just really helps to control those excess oils. So when I do wear it, I do feel like, because I do have oily combination skin, I do feel like it does help to keep those under control throughout the day. But my skin is not like a desert by any means. So if you're looking for a new setting powder, highly recommend. This next product that I have here is not necessarily as exciting, but I do feel like it's a staple in anyone's makeup collection. This is the Original Beauty Blender. I have the Sapphire one here. Mine is getting a little old and loved, so it's probably time to replace it. I know the Beauty Blender is a bit pricey and there are a lot of dupes out there, but I really do feel like the Original Beauty Blender is the best one. So I think that the sale is a great time to pick one. And then the last product that I have to talk about here is probably no surprise because I know I've raved about it on my channel and also on my Instagram. This is the Huda Beauty Neon Obsessions palette in the orange shade. This palette I've been absolutely obsessed with, and I have nothing like it in my collection. It's totally different, which I think is great to pick up during the sale because things at Sephora can be really pricey. And I understand, you know, not wanting to spend money on things you feel like you're not going to use super often. And that's why I think all the other products that I mentioned, you know, are great everyday staples. But I think it's fun, you know, during the sale when you get to save a little bit of extra money, you do try and pick up something, you know, fun and unique, something that you don't have in your collection yet. But if you check out my Instagram, I actually did a toned down everyday look using this palette, using the orange tones. So I do feel like this palette, yes, it's super bright, but it can be versatile. So even if it's not this particular palette, this does come in 2 other different varieties, but even just trying out a brighter palette or a different color lipstick that you would maybe never typically try before, this sale is a great time to do that because you are going to be able to save that extra 20%. Okay, so that was all of the recommendations that I have for this sale. So next I'm going to move into my wish list. So obviously I don't have these products physically here to talk about, so I will just pop up a picture on the screen for you so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm just kind of going to go through my loves list right now on Sephora. The first thing I was looking at was the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. The reason I wanted to pick this up is because I've been hearing a lot of people on YouTube talk about it lately. People have been saying that it has a really great tackiness to it, which is supposed to be awesome for helping your makeup really stick to your skin and last longer throughout the day. But the one that I was looking at here was just the mini version of it, and I think that's a great tip too if you're, we're already trying to save money because we're, shopping during the sale, but also doing the mini version of product is a great way to save more money, but also at the same time, if you are choosing a new product, you haven't tried it before, so you're really not sure if you like it yet. So that's a great option too. And then I do have a few more mini size products on here. So the next one I have here is the Marc Jacobs Beauty Set. This is the Coconut Fix Set, and it comes with their setting powder and also their coconut primer. But again, it's, 2 mini or travel size products. Now, I love the Marc Jacobs brand, but it can of course be very, very pricey. That's why I think it's great. You get to try 2 products. They are small, so, in case you don't like them, or if you're like me, you already have a huge collection, you don't need to keep adding more full-size products all the time to it. So I'm really interested to be trying that one. The next mini set I was looking at is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. This is the Fly Baby Mini Eye Primer and Liner Set. So it actually, I believe, comes with a full-size eyeliner, which I think is fairly new to the Fenty Beauty line, and then also the mini eye primer. So this is only $4 more than just purchasing the eyeliner itself, which retails for $20, but I think it's a great way to try an additional product. And I'm not really big on eye primers. I typically just use concealer and then set it with powder, but for $4 extra, I don't think it would be a bad idea to branch out and maybe try something new along with a product that I've really been wanting to try, because I have been on the hunt for the perfect black liquid eyeliner to do the perfect wing with. So if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. Then next up we have the Kevyn Aucoin Foundation Balm. So this is a brand new product. I believe it just hit the market a few days ago. So a few of the reasons I really wanted to try this product is because, one, I have never tried anything from Kevyn Aucoin, and I've only heard great things. It is pricey, so I think the sale would be a great time to pick it up. It was also advertised as a mattifying foundation, which would be great for my combo to oily skin. But the other thing, I know this is pricey, but it does come with the brush, which I think is a great deal actually for a Kevyn Aucoin foundation and brush for $52. I don't think that's bad. The one thing I do think was tricky, I was trying to go online to see what my shade would be. The shades are just kind of like light, medium, dark, and then they're letters and numbers. So it's really hard to kind of tell what your shade might be. And then also how the Sephora app has the foundation shade finder, or like the shade matcher, where you can put in, a foundation shade you already have, and then they can match it to you in a different brand. But this one, I guess, is so new, it's not programmed into that system yet, so I wasn't able to do that. But I did go to the Kevyn Aucoin website, and they had a chart on there. It was still kind of difficult to understand, but if you are interested in picking that foundation up, I would recommend going to the Kevyn Aucoin website and trying to figure out your shade there. The next product is, well, it's not a product, but it's something I've had my eye on for a while. I don't know why, it's just appealed to me so much. This is the Anastasia A23 Pro brush. So this is a large tapered blending brush, and this one is for highlighting. So I don't have any high-end highlighting brushes. I only have ones from Eco Tools or Real Techniques, and I just see people applying highlighter with this all the time, and it looks so beautiful. And I do have the Anastasia Amrezy highlight, which is one of my favorites, so I'd love to try and pair it with that. Next up is the Tatcha, the Satin Skin Mist. So this one I've really been intrigued to try out. I have tried the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist in the past, which I really loved, but that was back when I had dry skin. My skin has kind of transitioned over the past year, and now, like I've said multiple times now in this video, I'm more on the oily side. So this, I believe, is supposed to be, the sister to the Dewy Skin Mist, but this is more for oily skin people. And I do believe it says it's like a powder mist. I mean, it's still a liquid, but it has powder in it to help to absorb the oil. So I'm just kind of intrigued to try that out. The next product is kind of a newer one, and it's more of a fun product. This is the Benefit the Cheekleaders Cheek Palette in the shade Bronze. So this comes with the original Hoola Caramel, 2 blushes. I'm not sure exactly which ones they are, but I believe one's more of a shimmering one, and then I think it's Coralista, the more peachy shade, and then a new exclusive highlight. It's called Cookie, which is kind of like a light champagne. This one I was really intrigued because I've tried a few of Benefit's products and I really love them for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just really love the smell of them too. They're just like so satisfying to me to use. But I've never tried the Benefit Hoola, which I feel like is a cult classic. I've tried the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick, which I love. I love the shade of, so I would love to try the classic, but then this way I can get, you know, a few other products in it, and that highlight is really speaking to me. And then to go along with that, something I was looking at was the Benefit Hoola Bronzing and Contouring Brush. I've heard, I think, Casey Holmes talking about this brush before, and she just says like she loves it, that it's so soft. And I think she also said she uses it for like different products, not just bronzing as well. But I am really looking to get more into higher end brushes. The majority of the brushes that I have are from Eco Tools, or Real Techniques is a big one at the drugstore. As far as high-end brands for makeup brushes, all I really have is stuff from IT Cosmetics, or IT brushes for Ulta, whatever the brand's called, which I love. I think they're great. But I'm just kind of wanting to branch out into different brands and different things. Okay, so that is all I have for today's video. Those were all of my recommendations for you to pick up during this sale, and then also my wish list, what I've got my eye on this year. So again, I think it's really great that Sephora is giving us this other option to have an extra sale during the summertime. I'm interested to see if they're still going to be doing the fall sale and if they'll be including the Beauty Insiders. I will of course leave all the information for the sale down in the description box below. Also, please don't forget to leave me a comment letting me know what are your recommendations to pick up during the sale, or what are some things that you've got your eye on. So if you like this video and you're excited for the sale, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that I see you in the next one. Bye guys.